Thank you for joining me on Project Tech Statistics YouTube channel. Today, we're going to deal with one-way repeated measures ANOVA in SPSS. So the topic we're going to cover include the basis of repeated measures ANOVA. We have the one-way repeated measures ANOVA. We'll also deal with two-way repeated measures ANOVA and the mixed design repeated measures ANOVA. So, but for today, we are dealing with one-way repeated measures ANOVA, and I will encourage you to go and look for this video on basis of repeated measures ANOVA so that you understand the basis before moving to the one-way repeated measures ANOVA. We also have other videos in two ways and mixed design repeated measures ANOVA. So I will encourage you to watch those videos. This analysis is going to involve a situation where a researcher wants to analyze how stock market returns change over three different economic conditions. Now, the conditions are pre-crisis condition, crisis condition, and post-crisis condition. So the researcher is going to collect returns from the same companies under three different conditions, and repeated measures ANOVA will test if there is a significant difference in return across these conditions. And in doing that, the dependent variable is our stock return measured in percentage. Then we're going to have within subject factor, which is the market condition. I have done a video previously on within subject factors and between subject factors. So you should look for that video and watch it. The subject here in this analysis is going to be 10 companies, each measured under all three conditions. And I want to also let you know because the the subjects here are the same, so we are not going to have between subject factor. Their hypothesis we are going to test is that there is no significant difference in stock returns across the three market conditions. And I have given you a diagrammatic sketch of how the design could be to give you further understanding of the structure of one-way repeated measures ANOVA. So the researcher measures the stock returns of the 10 companies under these conditions, and they are recorded. And these are the data that has been recorded for the three conditions for the 10 companies. Now I'm going to take you to SPSS to see how we put this data in SPSS and run the analysis. So this is the SPSS. We have the returns for pre-crisis, the returns for the crisis, and the returns for post-crisis. So we're going to have these three variables as measured as a scale, and in our data view, this is going to be the data for each of the market conditions. We have the pre-crisis returns, crisis return, and the post-crisis return. So to perform one-way repeated measures ANOVA, I will go to Analyze, General Linear Model, Repeated Measures. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, they say within subject factor name. What is here within subject factor name? Our within subject factor name here is market condition. A market condition has three levels. I add it, measured name. Okay, we don't have, so we define. So it's going to ask you within subject variables, the market condition. So I'm going to move these things inside here, move this one inside here, and move this one inside here. So here we'll look at some options. Click on option. I get the descriptive estimate size and the homogeneity test. I continue. If I go to model contrast, okay, we cannot have post hoc test because we don't have between group subject factor. So I'm going to leave it like this and proceed on. Okay, continue. So I'm going to have my descriptive statistics. As you can see, the average returns for this is 12.4. This one is 1.6, and you can see post crisis returns is about 8.3 on the average. So we have this table, the multivariate table. We also have the monthly test of sphericity, which we are going to look at right now. Is an important table output. We also have the test of within subject effect, which is the one we are going to get our interpretation. But before I continue, let me talk about the monthly test sphericity, which help us to see if the assumption of sphericity is violated or not. And since our p-value is greater than 0.05, we can conclude that the assumption of sphericity is not violated. So we can actually go ahead and carry out our interpretation using the within subject effect. So here we are going to look at in this column we have the market condition, and under the row here, sphericity assumed. This is where we're going to get our result. If you look at here, you see that the p-value is 0.000, and our f-text is about 214.259. So here we can conclude, since our p-value is less than 0.05, we can conclude that the the um, the market condition, there is uh, there is a significant difference. There is a significant difference in returns across each market condition. There is a significant difference in the return across the market condition. That means the market condition had a significant effect on the returns. Market condition had a significant effect on the return. So that is going to be your explanation using this particular row here. The market condition is significant, which means that there is a significant difference in returns across the different market conditions. Though sometimes we can also use the multivariate table, but I normally like to use the test of within subject effect. And as I told you earlier on, that this test here is a one-way repeated measures ANOVA. We don't have between subject factors. We don't have any between subject factors. So we are only interested in the within subject factor, and this is the interpretation.